stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious.
Trying to think what I need. I forget. Suggestion, maybe? Fuck, I don't have much pro. I only have one. I don't even know how to get more. Oh, fuck. Maybe I should have done this after I researched. Oh. It's gotta be suggestion. I don't know. I honestly forget. Why do we have logic so high? I don't remember what to do. No, go with, we'll try this. I gotta pitch my ideas. I don't fucking remember. I don't remember what stats it takes. I want to actually get it right. I want to pitch the Worrell idea because we're gonna be we're about to do the moralist quest. Oh wow, hand crush roll. That's actually kind of nice. I think once I get in, you know what? I think I'll have time. Alright, let's do it. I should have got my perception up. I got rid of the two things that raise perception. Oh, we'll try. I forget what you need.
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, an echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen? Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Pleasure to meet you, Raphael. I'm surprised in a positive manner to understand about your exceedingly high net worth name.
It is not. Never mind.
Oh, don't you worry, Lieutenant. I can tell a good man when I see one.
Oh Lord, not this again. Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Kraz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
I know it's probably 5 is what I should respond, but 4 is what I want to say.
Sure. And they really
Oh, that was
have
moralist.
ideas to
Beautiful.
stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht? Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future,
You know how many jobs it takes? Millions? Dozens, at least. Fucking great.
every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him. It is true. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
What do you mean? Are you talking about my chin? Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. Among that group of individuals, it's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual. The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient for you and this individual appears to be...
They're gonna say like 0.00001.
0.9998, repeating.
Okay. That's higher than I would have thought.
That's not good for you.
Among other things, but calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire. That's good.
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container. Traveling. This is a great way to get around. By the way, let me now ask you a question.
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Sirens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
Well, as we say in my circle, one person's crushing business failure is someone else's development opportunity. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. There simply aren't enough hours a day to handle all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that. Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to: luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, bail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois. Don't get me wrong. They are nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals, such as yourself. For example, no problems at all.
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines. there is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
What? What? No. Investment idea. What?
That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work for the rest. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
This is a proposal. These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, you don't have to pass this. Oh, that's how it is. They fucking be weird on you. If you pass the bad idea, it's the same thing as not passing the good idea. Trying to think. If you pass the bad idea, it's this. I think it's the same as not passing the good idea. I want to pitch the bad idea, the world idea. I don't know. We'll just try it.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Oh wow, I lose the modifier for the business casual. What the fuck was it that I was wearing? What was I wearing?
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I
It
do
was
for
this.
you?
Okay. He likes this shirt.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably...
Okay, this is what I wanted anyway.
Go on. I'm ready.
I'm basically, it's so good, man. I'm basically just pitching the same idea he's already invested in, the Worrell fucking radio game. But I want to pitch this so I can maybe talk to Suna about it. It's fucking great. So good. This is so good. I actually been waiting since my last fucking playthrough. I was like excited to do this. So good. So good. So fresh and so clean.
Nicking an idea that wasn't worth anything in the first place, and trying to pass it off as your own? How very entrepreneurial.
Hold on. Have we met before? No, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag.
Since I'm doing the moralist political quest with Suna, I'm hoping that, I'm thinking that this might come up in conversation. This was her idea.
They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world. Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity. We lost all of our money. High archetypes never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Nobody knows for sure, but the place can't be pretty. Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. We've all learned something today.
Absolutely not.
Stop embarrassing yourself. Pop a magnesium and calm down.
That's exactly what I wanted to do, though. I'm hoping that it'll open up some dialogue with Suna. And the only idea that works is the same thing that Evar wants to invest in, the Children's Youth Center. And he gives you $200, but you never see him again. Nothing happens to it. I'm thinking that this might actually open up some dialogue with Suna.
It was a real pleasure. Sadly though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away. Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
He also lies. We never meet him again, ever. Unless there's some special secret, which there's not. Just curious if it triggers anything.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
There's nothing.
It was a real fair...
It probably won't trigger anything with Suna, but I specifically on this playthrough did everything I could to get as much info on Fortress Accident as I possibly could, to the point where even my dice, I got the standard Morel die. Pitched the Fortress Accident to him. I got the anti-Morel die from the dice maker, and I got the standard die from the game. And we pitched the fucking idea, so we're about to do the moralist quest. I'm wondering if that will open up any dialogue, because I actually find it really interesting about the board game they pitched. And I feel like the whole conversation around that game is like a referendum on game development in the industry, as is Idiot Doom Spiral, I think. Just want to see if Evar has anything to say, because Tribunal's coming up. Probably don't want to be wearing these communist clothes. It sucks that he only wears the punk jacket for one day. I had him wearing the punk jacket for an entire day. I never knew you could actually make him do that. It's so fucking good. I honestly don't know what the fuck to wear. Oh, we'll just go with yeah, Dick. I'll go with Dick style. I do want to get my spirit up, but
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today? Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god, how did that get in there?
He didn't even say how did he get in there. He said how did that get in there.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys.
Like what? No, you didn't.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
That's pretty sobering.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega rich. I have a reputation to protect.
That's how you regulate this. I would love to say that, but I can't.
You're a fucking idiot, Harry. I love it. Thank you for sharing this deep, idiotic part of yourself with me. A hallucinating market liberal. I love it. So poetic.
That's unbelievable.
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
I think we did pretty damn good being a moralist foreign cop. It's fucking hard. It's hard not to pick communist choices, specifically. I'm pretty proud of my playthrough. I know people probably play on PC and they like have mods and they know what to pick. I had to just do it with my insight. Alright, that's about that. I still haven't bought the Mullen book. I'll buy it, no. I hate that you can't fast travel out of here. I didn't think we were going to get the mega rich guy. We had a 28% chance. It's closed now, you can't go back.
The door seems to be locked.
We hit on a 28% chance. Can't hit the controls either.
A rusting control panel with no screech of crane, no screech of metal.
I'm actually pretty hyped about getting Cuno. This is going to be a Cuno redemption arc. Cuno with my partner. Also, it's going to be cool doing the Speed Freaks. I never did the Speed Freaks quest, Children of the Big Sea. I'll be able to get the shoes that I never got. If I do another playthrough, I'm going to invest heavily in perception. I had it high most of my playthrough because I had Cold Mama Dakwa and Apricot Chumbo.
Wiretapping,
But I'm going to specifically invest in it. I still got a lot of fucking rare things. Pathfinder's so rare. I think I still got a lot of rare, relatively speaking. Bow collector for one is hard as fuck. That's so super hard to get bow collector. I had to break down and get Wumpty Dumpty because I just was running out of cash. I actually swapped out some of the more rare ones that I got. Finger pistols, stove, feminist, bow collector, remote viewer. That's a hard one to get. Pretty decent. I'm gonna do Wasteland of Reality. Fucking takes 20 hours. That's so crazy. Bankruptcy sequence is trash. And Arno Van Eck, all it does is give you a modifier. Oh, and posters. It gives you a modifier and it shows you Arno Van Eck posters around the city, but the posters, they're not even real posters. It's just like, it shows words on the screen. It does that and gives you a modifier to like pump up the song, or maybe to do the dance. I'm gonna do the dance with Cuno. I know it's like everyone says the dance with Kim is like amazing, blah blah blah, and it's cool, but like I hate the way people overhype things and like make things into things they're not. Like the dance with Kim is like really cool and it's awesome, but like I hate how people make things into a thing. Like it's a cool moment, but the way it's talked about is, the way it's revered is like absurd. Like they pick very specific moments and then ignore the rest. Nobody has any originality. It's fucking embarrassing. We're also gonna do the dead woman, the working class woman with Cuno. That I think we can do after the tribunal. We're gonna save the rest of these raver stuff for Cuno because I just want to see what it's like to have Cuno for quests, like period. So what can we actually do? We're also not inspecting the victim's body on this playthrough. Yeah, we're gonna just go do this moralist quest. We can do that, and we can do the Speed Freaks. I think maybe we'll do Speed Freaks right now. We can do that. Speed Freaks is Children of the Sea. So we'll do La Responsabilité and Children of the Big Sea. And that's all we can do. Wow, and then we're going to have to do the tribunal. And then everything else is just going to be church stuff with Cuno, and then the end of the game. I've never done this phone call. I don't know what modifiers, I don't know what checks there are. What would it be likely to be? I don't know. We'll just see. Baby reaction speed. There's gonna be some fucking check. I heard that if you do this while Kim is not with you, it's like if you shout out Kim, right, what I'm about to do, because he loves the Speed Freaks radio channel. And if you shout him out and he's not with you, like Shivers or something says, like there's a detective, something or other, like listening to the radio, smiling, or like something like that. Like they're implying that Kim is listening and smiling. Hey, Arthur. Speed Freaks Radio. Hardcore Radio. Speed Freaks Radio. Tequila, 10 feet tall. Old school Hollywood. Baseball. Baseball. Jack Gilardi is 10 feet tall.
Inside, you see a set of steering.
I gotta get them to deliver the shoes. It's one of the only clothing items I never have gotten.
Preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Speed Freaks.
Come again, officer?
It's so good. Every time I get to, I fucking ride him for liking it. And this playthrough worked out so perfect because I had high interfacing in the beginning of the game. So when I went to call on my badge and turn on his radio, I was able to identify his saved station and turn that on, which was Speed Freaks, which embarrassed him. And I passed I got another passive check. So it's already built in this whole fucking narrative that he's embarrassed about the fact that he loves Speed Freaks FM. Whereas the first time I played, I didn't get any of that. And I didn't even know about this Children of the Sea Speed Freaks quest where you could get shoes, special like Earthworm Jim looking shoes. So it all fits so good on this playthrough. And even with the light bending guy and getting the fucking anti-world dice and then asking the light bending guy about the Fortress Accident game, and then I'm going to be doing the moralist quest, which I'll be working with Suna, and Suna was the main developer, the lead on the Fortress Accident game. So and then I had the interfacing so I could see Kim's safe station, knowing that he loves Speed Freaks, and we're doing the Children of the Big Sea Speed Freaks quest. So I did that all purposely too. Having played the game already, I knew around about what I wanted to do, and I was able to kind of set it up that way. Though the interfacing was kind of luck, I was trying to get Torque Dork, so that's why I had it. But anyway.
The lieutenant sighs under his breath.
Right. One moment, officer.
No.
It's so good, man. You get to ride him so hard.
I have the GMS on the line. I'll connect you now.
Yo!
The starting gun fires, and we're off.
It is. I got a few minutes before I gotta go back on air. What can I do for you, cop man? An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking.
Okay, you don't want to make him mad, I would assume.
An asshole is a mouth for shit. Parentheses, and I'm puking. Close parentheses. Yeah, that is the song. An asshole is a mouth for shit, and I'm puking. They're loving it, man. The requests keep coming in for more. I really think it's the future of music I do. Fucking, like, stinkcore or something. Shit's so nasty. Those stink waves come up like sound waves, you know what I mean?
Stinkcore. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Very cool, man. I'm dead serious when I say Fellatio's gonna make it big in this world. It's illegal not to play, man. When you got that kind of music in you, the universe demands that you got to let it out. You know what I mean? Plus, Felicio and I got it in our contracts that we could play our own tracks. So really, it would be illegal not to. Come on, man. I just told you we're cleared to play shit like that. Listen, it's not our problem if kids decide to tune into River Shore's hottest station. I don't understand. Are you asking if we can, like, play our station into people's brains? We ain't testing anything out for the man, unless it's how many bricks you need to break all his windows. That wasn't a threat, by the way, just a figure of speech. I'm a spoken word guy. Now, is there anything else you needed?
Dude, that didn't tell me jack shit. How does that advance the quest in any way, shape, or form? Also, how the fuck am I getting these shoes? I'm gonna have to look it up. Son of a bitch. Unless it comes from this.
Huh?
Okay, cop man. Can do, will do. DJ Mesh, out.
Okay, that didn't work at all. How the fuck are you supposed to get the shoes?
The party has terminated the call. Is there anything else I
Damn
can do
it.
for you, officer?
You should check the radio again.
Somehow I was supposed to request shoes. I probably needed some stat.
Spoke to the wildest cop in Rivershore. He asked us to give his buddy cop, longtime listener Kim Kitsuragi, a big shout out. Kim, we love you.
Keep it freaky, like DJ Mesh, DJ Flacho, and your wild friend. This one's for you.
If, when a motor carriage's engine was ignited, it could drive by its own accord off to a high mountain, and there write a song, perhaps it would be something like what you're hearing now.
Is that the other musician, or are they giving the face to the car?
We aren't discussing this.
That was fantastic, but...
What a reserve of willpower. It's taken all he's got to not smile.
Perception, maybe?
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
Son of a bitch. I have to replay it. No. What would I need? High. Perception. Suggestion. I also have no fucking clue how that was supposed to advance the quest. Alright, let's see. I don't know why I'm permanently flat these days. I just am. I got nothing in me. Could be because I'm not out of my testosterone supplements. That could very well be. Sucks. That'd be weird. I was doing good, like, playthroughs where I was just fucking playing and playing fast. And nobody was watching regardless. So I know this type of thing sucks, where I have to like look stuff up and wait. But even when I was playing fast as fuck, and even like skipping through boring dialogue, nobody fucking was watching anyway. And I'm gonna be playing quick anyway because I've already played all of this. It's just that quest I didn't do, and the moralist quest I haven't done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for a third fastest playthrough. I might just try to bang out the last two political quests. If that gives me the platinum, I'm gonna be so proud. I am gonna be so freaking proud of this once I platinum this game. So proud. I don't even care much about trophies anymore. I really don't. I'm not really bothered by trophies anymore. The only time I care about getting a platinum trophy anymore is if I absolutely love the game and I'm enjoying getting the platinum. No more will I ever grind and not enjoy the game just to get the fucking platinum. I don't give a fuck. I have over 100 platinums. It's enough to give me cred. I'm fine. I don't need a fucking pissing contest. The platinum, like, my name is Mayo 3 on, like, 4 different regions to fucking feel good about my gaming acumen. Like, I actually don't like when people do that. And when people have high trophy accounts, but I see stuff like that on their accounts, to me it takes away all credibility. Which is kind of a shame, because sometimes those people do actually have really impressive platinums and impressive trophies. But then when they cheese it with, like, getting, like, just so many of these cheesy platinums and like doing it on different regions and shit, that's just not good. That to me is just stupid. I don't understand that. I just don't. Platinum quality. I don't even care about it really, but I do enjoy platinum games that I absolutely love. And not even just that. It's a game I absolutely fucking love. I like getting trophies in. I like showing what I've done in the game, in games that I truly love, which this game absolutely. Like, I'm gonna be Not even that this will have been the hardest platinum, though it's not an easy platinum. Like, at least according to the percentage. The percentage, I think, is like 0.3. It's very low. I would say that's not indicative of the difficulty. It's not hard, but you do have to do some annoying things, but I don't think it's like super hard, but you do have to play the game like 2 to 4 times, I guess. But I'm gonna be super proud of 100%ing it, because there's DLC trophies too. I'm gonna be very proud of 100%ing it. Mostly because I love the game. And because it does take a lot of playing to get all the trophies. Alright. This isn't even for a trophy, this is just because I want it. I'm trying to find stupid shoes. Alright. In Disco Elysium, how do I get the Speed Freaks radio to deliver these special shoes? So we have to have... I fucking knew it was gonna be reaction speed. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay, there's gonna be a reaction speed check. That means 6-4. I knew it. Alright, so I need reaction speed 6. It'll be after the tribunal. That's what I figured. I figured it was gonna be reaction speed. Let's get the donkadonks. Can I even get that? I do have speed. I should be alright. I hate this hat so much. I hate it. You know, okay, that was hand-eye coordination, but no, so many things don't trigger correctly. Lawjaw has fucked me hard. Hand-eye coordinations, I'm supposed to pass all hand-eye coordination shit, and it has not been the case. I tried to pull out my gun on the Ravers, and I failed, and it was a hand-eye coordination thing. And I'm gonna go try to do the pinball, and I think that's hand-eye coordination, and I bet that won't work. So I'm gonna get rid of Lawjaw and get Wasteland of Reality once I can. I was just kind of hoping Lawjaw would add some unique dialogue, just some more like I Am the Law stuff. I don't think it has. Oh, the fucking shoes. If I had gotten the shoes, I think they're $50 though. I hate that they're so expensive. It makes sense. Like, you get half the money back, but it makes sense. Yeah, I can't get the fucking shoes yet. Also, nothing fucking works. Motorway South didn't work either. All intellect checks are supposed to open. Motorway South did not do what it was supposed to do.
The shine on these sunglasses.
Yep, conceptualization locked still. That's intellect.
Guaranteed.
I never got the sea monster glasses because of that. I hate when the skills don't trigger the way they're supposed to. So frustrating. That was like the majority of the reason I got Motorway South. Supposedly it's supposed to change some kind of internal dialogue. I don't know if it does, but that was like a big reason to get Motorway South. we have a point? We do have a point. Maybe I should get Wasteland of Reality now. I'm not gonna be able to drink anymore. Maybe I'll just exhaust everything and fucking... I was trying to, like, not be cheesy. I'm wondering if I should just drink the rest of this fucking bowl. Fuck it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter anymore. I think I'm just gonna drink it once though, and give the rest of it to Doom Spiral. Because Wasteland of Reality is son of a bitch. You know what? I can do it. I can just smoke. Yeah, I can just smoke before I see Dolores Day. I don't want it to make Physique my highest. Yeah, I'm gonna give Doom Spiral the rest. I'm not gonna be able to drink anymore. But I think you can do speed and shit. Pretty damn sure. 20 fucking hours. Oh shit, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try the pinball. Let's just see if Lawjaw fucking does what it's supposed to do, even though I know it won't. Though it might be reaction speed. Let's do the pinball. Okay. Then we'll do Wasteland of Reality, then we'll do the speed first. Yeah, still gotta do children. Let's see, okay, perfect. It's either reaction speed or hand-eye coordination. So... do we have anything? The shoes would have been really good to get. We only have $31. I think it's $50, I think. I don't have it now. Shoes would have been money. Alright. Reaction speed less. Just in case there's interfacing, there might be. There might be a composure check as well. We have to do speed. Damn, not a lot of speed. We can buy speed though. You can dual wheel speed. I shouldn't even have to fucking take this. You know what? Let's try it without it first. Because Lawjaw, I'm supposed to pass. Let's just see.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic. A little.
Feels like a lot.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield.
I think this might give you a modifier.
Small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
I feel sorry for the goats. Fucking goat.
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Other people's kids as well, and pets.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through.
The one thing I don't like about this is you don't really get anything for beating it. It's fun and like the dialogue and stuff is fun, but you don't really get anything, and the machine like smokes out and like bursts. It would have been really cool if you got like something like, I don't know, like one of the goat balls or something. It's a ball with like a goat and it adds some fucking modifier, kind of like the dice, or like somehow some kind of like clothing or cosmetic item that you can wear, or like even if you so I don't know, somehow like some gloves or something that were like taped under the thing. After you win, you see them and it says like Gordy's goats, and there's special modifier gloves or like a hat or just fucking something like or if you beat it, you have the option of telling Gart to bring the pinball machine out into the main lobby and then I don't know, then other people can play it and you'll see like other NPCs playing it, and it'll create like new dialogue and new conversations, and like other people might beat your high score and then you can go and try and beat their high score, and by doing that it would just be like more difficult checks, like something like that, you know. It's still cool and I like it, but I personally would have loved to have seen it like taken further. Also, there's supposed to be that royalist pinball machine in the main lobby, but it doesn't work and you can't use it, so it would have been nice if you could somehow activate that. Also, what would have been cool too is if it actually activated some type of mini game. I know everything that happens in the game is like set to its confined rules and it's all just dialogue based, but like I don't know, it would have been cool if like Toby Fox, I remember the fucking developer's name, but I can't remember the game. Toby Fox, the games he makes that like were beloved, and they had all the fucking mini games in them, you know, or Night in the Night in the Woods, you know, or like Night in the Woods. Both of those games are like heavy like dialogue choice based games, but then they have these like little mini games or something. Like, even if it was just a one-off and the only time in the entire game they had like a mini game, it would have been just a cool surprise. I like when games don't feel like they have to adhere to like a certain rule set, and I like when they like go off the grid and do something unexpected, and when they put a lot of effort in for like something that's a one-off. I love when games do that. Fucking love it. I appreciate it so much when a game does something completely unexpected and they implement something into their engine that is completely different from anything else that's in it. Like a completely text-based game, to have like an actual pinball minigame would have been very cool. It would have been very, very cool. It would have been so surprising. I like when games do that. I don't like when games feel like they have to like stick to the strict rule set of what kind of game they are. I'm not saying that like this game suffers because of it. This is one of the greatest games of all time, but I'm just saying, me as a fledgling developer, Pancake Studios, these are my thoughts. I will say though, like, it's not like I don't like this. I think this is very cool. It's very cool because it does at least give you like a very unique situation visually, and a lot of times this game is very much like a visual novel in some ways. It's way more than that. It's a RPG. Like, you know, you have different outfits and with different modifiers, and you collect things and run around and do stuff. But in a lot of ways, it is like a visual novel where like a lot of what you do is not fully or at all animated. So a lot of it's just like a book, almost like you're imagining what they're doing. But this is fully animated, which I like. And it's expensive to do these things, and it wasn't a big studio. Relative to how much money the game made, they didn't know it was going to be. If they knew the game was going to be this successful, they would have quadrupled the budget. But they didn't have to. And it was this successful. So they didn't, you know, have the money or the time to, or the manpower to animate absolutely everything. Obviously, I would have liked that, but I don't dislike the game for not doing that. Like, I'm completely fine with it. It's somewhere between a brilliant game and a brilliant, like, novel. I think it's a shame that Zero Parades failed and that I never know, like, how do you supposed to pronounce it? ZA/UM? I just call it Zom. It's a shame that they let go like 32 people. Like, if they let go of 32 people, how many people are left? Like, I didn't think more than 32 people even worked on this game. Like, how many people do they even have? What are the remaining people even doing? It's just like porting Zero Parades to like console, or another company might even be doing that, or are they going to cancel that now because it failed? I guess no. Or like, are the people that are remaining there just to pimp Disco Elysium in any kind of way that they can? Like, I don't understand. Like, sell it to Netflix or something, or like, how many developers is there a development team left? Like, I really don't. I heard that Zom let go of 32 people, but like, how many people did they have? I wonder if after the success of Disco Elysium, even though Purvish and Tulloch and like the main 3 writers left. Well, were forced out, left, but whatever. I wonder if Zom still increased their workforce because of their success and put more money into Zero Parades, and because they absolutely brutally flopped, mostly because fans boycotted it because of the Robert Kurvish controversy. I wonder if they added more people and put more money into Zero Parades because Disco Elysium was so successful, which is like a big problem. It's a big problem with developers doing that. Like, developers create a hit game, a successful game that goes viral, that sells 10 times what they expected it to sell, like literally. I have no idea what the numbers are for Disco Elysium, but I would have to imagine it sold like at least 4 million. And I would have to imagine internal expectations were probably like, at best, 400,000 originally. So like literally it might have sold 10 times what they expected. Maybe, I could be completely off on those numbers. It's completely speculating and guessing. I know a lot of game sales usually, but I've never looked it up for Disco Elysium, but regardless, developers make developers, they make massive mistakes by having a really successful hit project and then like quadrupling the money on the next game and like doubling the workforce or tripling the workforce. And then the next game has to sell what the previous game sold, or else they'll fail and like people will lose their jobs. Like, I just don't expect why companies, they expect that to now be the standard. Like, if you have had lightning in a bottle, you can't expect that to be the standard going forward. You can hope, but like, I don't know, like, you see it all the time. Company has like a big fucking hit, super successful, they're like everyone's darling, and then the next game comes out and it might not even get bad reviews, it might get good reviews, but not as good as the previous, and then it just doesn't catch lightning like the previous, and then it turns out to just be a massive failure, and you hear about all these layoffs, and it happens all the time. The problem though is not that Zero Parades was a bad game, I would assume. I really want to play it. Too bad I don't sell my PC. I really, really want to play Zero Parades. I would rather play Zero Parades than continue playing Disco Elysium over and over. I really, really want to play it, in part because of how annoyingly stupid people were in like boycotting it. And I want to judge the merit of the actual game without any bias. And people are stupid for boycotting it because Robert Kurvish would tell you not to boycott it. He still owns 21% of the company. Every sale of Zero Parades, he gets money. The fact that it flopped horribly and the company is now like fucked hurts him. So if you love Kurvish and you want to get on your knees and suck him off, and you think he's fucking God, that's super blasphemous, I shouldn't say that, but then like you would want Zero Parades to succeed. I don't worship anyone, so while I respect Kurvish as a brilliant writer, he wasn't the only one that created this game. Yes, he created the world when he was 15, blah blah blah. But he wasn't the only one that created the game. It also sounds like he was far from perfect, very imperfect. He also is a hypocrite. He does a lot of things that he preaches and makes fun of, preaches against and makes fun of in this game. He's not perfect either. While the suits, the heads of Zom are scumbags who try to steal money, it doesn't mean that all of the developers that made Zero Parades, the vast majority of which also helped make Disco Elysium the masterpiece that it is, it doesn't mean they're all scumbags. Like, I'm not going to punish myself and punish 98% of a studio that doesn't deserve to be punished. Like, 98% of those people don't deserve any backlash. They don't deserve for their great, high-quality game to be boycotted. And it's like, in a vacuum, Zero Parades probably isn't quite as good as Disco Elysium, but in a vacuum, it might actually be. Even though I haven't played it, having researched it, it seems that the actual gameplay mechanics are way better. It seems like it's more polished. The actual, like, thought, the way it has less thoughts, which I agree, like, this game kind of has too many. It sounds like they're implemented better. It sounds like the actual gameplay mechanics are better, and, like, it sounds like the engine's better. And it sounds like the writing is still great, but it's probably not quite as good, like, fucking God tier. It's probably just below it. There's still really good writers and stuff that work there. And it's not the same world, but, like, while we fall in love with Revachol and Martinez and all that, if you think about it, like, it's not that brilliant, like, of a world, of, like, a fictional world. It's cool, and we fall in love with it because we, like, fall in love with Harry and Kim, and we fall in love with the characters, and we fall in love with the game. But if you really look at, like, the world, it's not a game that I would say that has one of the most incredible fictional worlds ever. I wouldn't say that at all. Maybe we feel that way because it's endearing, because, you know, we fall in love with the game and with the characters. But if you really look at the world, like, I wouldn't say it's, like, one of the greatest fictional settings. Like, if you take away the writing and stuff, it's just a coastal town, like, alternate fictional history that mixes, like, some slightly different technology. Like, it's not anything that crazy. Like I think Tides of Numenera has a more interesting world. I think Fallout, like, originally had a more interesting world. Like, I think, so I wouldn't say, like, the fact that Zero Parades is a different setting. To me, the setting in Zero Parades sounds just as interesting, maybe even more interesting. It's like detective game versus, like, kind of 1970s Cold War era espionage influenced game, you know. Like, honestly, the Cold War espionage sounds a little bit more interesting, actually, even though, like, I'm not super into, like, either, to be honest. I'm more into, like science fantasy and sci-fi and fantasy and stuff like that, rather than, like, detective stuff. I guess I can, like, kind of get myself into the mood for, like, detective noir kind of stuff, but I wouldn't say it's, like, super noir. I would honestly say, like, detective game, 1960s Cold War espionage. I'd probably go with the espionage. Even though both I don't find that compelling. But, I don't know, man. I think a big reason, too, why Zero Parades probably wasn't as beloved, when you take away the fact that people boycotted it and the whole political situation was in Curvish. I would say there was, just from looking at it, not having played it, I would say there was one major flaw that made Disco Elysium twice as endearing. And that was Kim. Because it appears to me that Zero Parades doesn't seem to have a consistent sidekick like the way Kim is. And that sidekick really adds a lot. Kim adds a lot. Like, if Kim wasn't in the game, it would still be a great game. Parry would still be amazing. But Kim adds so much. So much. Like, it's not as extreme as this example, but it's like, imagine if you took Ellie out of the first, The Last of Us game. It's obviously not nearly the same thing, but still, it's like a companion that you have from start to finish adds so much. And it would almost take for that companion to, like, genuinely be obnoxious for you not to, for them not to endear themselves to you. Just simply by nature of having them with you and having them share the experience with you. Just by nature of that alone, the character endears itself to you. And then if the character has any kind of interesting personality or charm, then it just is, they become exponentially more endearing. A lot of times it's not even because the character is so fucking amazing and wonderful. A lot of times it's just the act of having a character with you throughout the whole game, through thick and thin. Like, I also think people overrate Kim. While Kim is awesome, and he's great, I think people do overrate him. People overrate everything. People are cheesy, and they have shallow personalities, and they're one way. People are one-way thinkers. They think one way. They're one-way thinkers. Everything good, everything bad, black, white, no gray. They can't, dissect something and look at the innards. They can't see different shades. It's just Kim amazing, Kim great, Kim the greatest, one of the greatest sidekicks ever. Kim, every choice that was made with Kim was perfect, amazing, he's great, he's the best. Oh my god, he's amazing. I love Kim. Kim is great, and he is arguably one of my favorite sidekicks in a game. But, there's nothing that unique or, amazing about him. It's just more so the fact that he's there. And that's just partners in general, even in real life. A lot of times, people who become couples or become married, it's not even because the person was that amazing connection, that person. A lot of people aren't even deep enough or complex enough to appreciate that. A lot of times it's just the simple act of being there. Just the act of being there. The act of shared experience endears people to others. That's 99% of what it is. In real life and in games. While Kim is good and cool and I like the choices they made with him, I honestly, if I'm being super objective about it, I can't point to one specific thing where I'm wow, this is a groundbreaking, unbelievable, incredibly unique, ultra endearing sidekick because of this. Like, he's good. He's good. Like, he's good. Like, I don't even, like, what can you, like, what can you even point to say why he's the greatest companion ever? Which, like, I've heard people say that. Like, what point to what? Like, because he's gay, and you have to internalize homosexual underground just to ask if he's gay, and you can kind of sort of find out he's gay. Like, I don't know. 'Cause he's like Asian, he has glasses, and he's kind of like the straight man, you know? He's kind of meant to be like the toned down, boring kind of straight man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I love Kim, but it's more so a symptom of my love for the game, which is similar to like Revachol. If you were to like look at each of those things in a vacuum, neither is like best in class. Like, best in class fictional world, best in class like character for Kim. Harry, on the other hand, I think is arguably best in class he's phenomenal for a protagonist. Just Harry, on the other hand, there are a million things you could point to, from the way that they handle heartbreak with him, to the way that they handle addiction with him, to the humor. It's fantastic protagonist. Fantastic. Kim is like fine and he's cool, and our love for him gets amplified because of our love for Harry and our love for the game. But it's not really like so much because they created something specifically brilliant in Kim, I think. Well, I think Kim is very good. I think if people were able to identify things and isolate things and be honest and separate why they love certain things and truly dissect, they would understand that their love for Kim is more so just a symptom of their love for the game, rather than, like, in a vacuum, Kim being, like, the most amazing fucking character. Like, Kim becomes iconic because Harry's iconic and because the game is iconic. Not because Kim on his own is iconic. And, like, I stand by that 1,000%. And if I were to say that in the Disco Elysium subreddit, I would get downvoted into oblivion. I would get absolutely downvoted like no other. You just can't say anything. You can't say anything that involves any type of nuanced opinion. Ever. You have a group of fans that love something, and if what you're saying isn't 1,000% in support and in love with that thing, you get downvoted and disagreed with. If you have a group of fans that hate something, and you're not saying something that is 1,000% in support, hating that thing, and completely negative, you'll get downvoted. Like, just like when wars happen, and, like, you saying that you disagree with the war, they automatically make the correlation that you don't support the troops. Like, and it's such a horrible correlation. It's so ridiculous. It just speaks to the way people are. You can never have a fucking nuanced opinion. You can never actually point out how things really are. I had to make it shape. I know I didn't this thing. I don't know, I felt like talking about stuff. Like, I live for nuance. I live for the gray. Like, I can't stand how people are. Like, That's why I always say like, there's nobody like me. And that's what I think, like, anybody who loves this game, who watches it, if they were to hear me say that, they'd probably turn off, or they would disagree. Like, and it's just fact. Like, it's just fact. Like, whenever you start to go beyond surface level, people don't know how to react to you. And that's in anything. That's with girls, with talking on stream, talking video games, talking on forums, talking on Reddit. I find it shocking, to be honest. I really find it absolutely shocking. Whenever you go beyond surface level, people, it's not even that they necessarily say bad things. They just don't know how to react, or they don't say anything, or they just don't respond appropriately. Like, it baffles me how few people can have, like, deep, nuanced conversation. And not just about gaming, about anything. Particularly about life. Even, and especially with females, it just shocks me, because there's, honestly, one thing I really do appreciate about women is they tend to be more, they tend to have more emotional intelligence. They have more emotion. They have more estrogen. They feel stronger, feel more. So it just baffles me when women cannot have, like, emotionally deep, or just, like, deep, nuanced conversation, or when they get it and they don't know how to digest it. And that's, like, so many of them. It's almost unbelievable to me. Like, I basically cannot have a desired conversation with any female besides Lindsay. Lindsay was the only one. Lindsay was the only female that came close to being able to satiate my desire to have, like, a deep, nuanced, emotionally deep conversation, just in general. She's the only one that came. It baffles me. It boggles me and baffles me. It's like, whenever I go beyond surface level and I actually start spitting and I start talking and flowing and getting into my own personal flow state of, like, what is actually a tiny bit of what's actually happening inside my mind, they shut off. They like, short circuit. It's like they really just want, like, basic fucking cardboard conversation. To me, that's like pulling teeth is like dead. It's like forcing yourself to do that. Like, I can never actually be me with a girl. Like, very, very, very rarely. That's why Lindsay was so intoxicating. That's always like my last ditch with a girl too. Like, if I'm not attracted to them physically, and I don't see anything there, like anywhere, my last ditch will be like, are you into gaming? What are your interests? Like, it's just a last ditch effort of like, okay, maybe they're into gaming and they like at least something that sparks me, or maybe they are actually intellectual and they're interested in like science and history and like World War II and how humans evolved and DNA sequencing and existential things and the universe and the creation of life and all of these fascinating things that are fascinating to me. It's like that's my last ditch effort when I am not physically attracted at all to a girl or mentally, emotionally attracted to a girl. And there's nothing about them that's attracting me or that is appealing to me. That's my last ditch effort of like, do you like gaming in any way, shape, or form? And like, what are your interests? What are your hobbies? What sparks you? And it never, I won't say never, but there's probably been a case where it's probably not never, but it's like, I think like probably 99% of the time it would deal with anything. But that's always my last ditch. Like, trying to like pull something out of them. It's always my last thing. Let's see if we can try and pull something out. Maybe there's something interesting, fascinating, interesting. Maybe there's something in it. And that's why whenever I see someone like on a profile or something, and I see a female that like is interested in anything intellectual, that immediately like gains points. And if like I don't find them physically attractive, if they mention gaming and or like something intellectual that's interesting in their profile or whatever, I'll totally like have an interest because of it. It shows like I'm a decent person. To me, that gets like just as many points as just like physical. But it's just so it's non-existent. Basically, it's basically non-existent. Like, where are all the gamer girls out there that like actually have good taste in games? Like, so many people game. To even find girls that game is one thing, and then to find girls that like have good taste in gaming is like non-existent, almost non-existent. It's not non-existent, it's almost. Again, the fucking sacred food. MZ has good taste in games. Great taste. Not flawless, but great. She loves Resident Evil. Which, that's not a flaw to me. At all. But it's also it's not a plus. Like, I'm not into Resident Evil. I used to be when I was like young, but to me, Resident Evil is very campy. Very, very campy. It's a much more toned down version of a little bit campy in a way that like the Yakuza games are campy. Yakuza's way more cranked up with that. I hate that shit. Like, I hate Yakuza. Resident Evil, I don't hate. I'm just not super interested in playing. I used to when I was young and I was scary kid. I don't dislike them. I'm fine with Resident Evil, but I also am not like into it. I hate Yakuza. I hate the Yakuza. I hate it. I don't understand why they're beloved. I think they suck. They're just like campy, like I don't know. Like they're arcadey, like campy. I thought Sleeping Dogs on PS3 was better than Yakuza. There's so many of these. And I don't understand. Like, so many like of these Asian lovers, like Japanophiles, people that just love any like Asian culture thing. Just don't understand. I like it when it's appropriate to be like, but I don't understand like all of these people who are just obsessed with this stuff just because it's the thing to do. Similarly with anime, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it. I don't. I just don't really get the appeal. I don't really understand the appeal, and like, even when I was a little bit younger, like, I tried to like Japanese stuff, like, more than I actually liked it. Tried to like Final Fantasy more than I actually did like it. I tried to like anime more than I actually liked it. But I didn't actually love it. Like, it was fine, but I didn't love it. And honestly, like, JRPGs, not like the 16-bit and 8-bit ones, those have great music, but like, modern AAA JRPGs have the fucking worst music. The worst music. Japanese music is horrible. It's some of the worst music. Japanese music is so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like, the music in these games, like modern Final Fantasy games and shit, is so trash. It's so fucking trash. It's so bad. I don't understand. Yeah, I really don't. It feels like just everybody wants to like love something because it's the thing to love. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake was good. It was good. But I don't know, man. It seems tired to me, like. I don't know. And now it's like third one, the fourth one, in the same game. It looks the same. I don't know. If you objectively look at like AAA JRPGs, like the acting is bad, the voiceover is bad, the music's bad. It's all like this over-the-top anime shit. I'm not into that. Like, I'm just not. I know that's like, I know anime and shit is like the cool thing for nerds. Anime has become like the cool thing for nerds to like, and to wear like anime shirts. Like, if anime like for nerds has become what like band shirts and like cool indie bands and stuff were for like kids and like teenagers and stuff in like 2010s or whenever that was like popular. But or for how it is now. But like for like nerds, that's like what anime is. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why people want to watch bad, like poorly written and poorly acted content. Just because it has a certain style. Like, I just don't understand. It's bad. Like, it's bad. Like the acting is bad. Voiceover is bad, the music's bad. The only thing I can say and give it is like it's quirky and it has its own style. but it's a bad style. Like, the music sucks. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I like quirky. I like quirky and original and like, but like, this is good. Like, this Elysium is good. Like, even they added voiceover, and the voiceover is phenomenal. The writing is phenomenal. The music, there's not like a ton of it, but it's still great. Like it's like, I like quality stuff. I don't just like stuff because it's cool to like. It baffles me, like, why people like what they like, and I don't understand. Like, I really don't. It's like blasphemous to say that I don't like anime, but I don't know. Like, I've watched it, and there's been stuff that I've found entertaining and stuff, but I've never been compelled to it. Honestly, like, the most I can say is, like, watching Akira, which I don't even know if that's like even considered anime, but like watching Akira when I was like a kid, that was like amazing because it was just so visually groundbreaking and visceral in the art style. That was incredible, but that was something completely different. It's I don't know. And it's become this thing where, like, cute girls liking anime and, like, these Asian-centric and nerd-centric things has become, like, hot, or, like, cute girls know that liking nerdy stuff makes them more desirable, particularly if they, like, stream or something like that. And even if they don't, still advertising the fact that they're into, like, nerdy stuff. They know it, like, gets them points, and it's just, I don't know. Like, I like the big tits and stuff, I guess, for, like, anime and stuff, but it's poorly written and poorly acted drama. Like, I don't know. And a lot of times it's poorly animated as well. I like wonderfully animated, visually groundbreaking stuff, but I just don't understand. Like, I never like something because other people like it. I just don't operate that way. That's why I was, like, almost discouraged by Disco Elysium at first, because it was just so worshipped. But it really is that good. I still find it cringy the way people are with it, because they all like the same stuff, they all say the same stuff, they all mention the same parts of the games. It's like they all are a hive mind. And I find it cringy and I hate it. I really do. So, like, I don't like the Disco Elysium community, but I love the game. I mean, I would love to have friends, or online friends, whatever, that also like Disco Elysium, which I do not. I don't think I have one. But, like, the Reddit community I find cringy as fuck. Like, I find it cringy. I'm just not like everyone else. I'm just not. Like, the things I want to say would get obliterated on the Reddit community. Like, to me, it's gross and weird that people will avoid playing a good game that they want to play because of political stuff. Like, I want to play Zero Parades for Dead Space. I'm not going to boycott it because the main shareholders Krazam are scumbags. Like, 95% of the people who worked on Disco Elysium also worked on Zero Parades. Zero Parades looks fucking good. How many games out there can you say are similar to Disco Elysium? 1, Zero Parades. Like, if you truly love Disco Elysium for the game that it is, and not because it's like the hip thing to do, you would want to play Zero Parades. Because it's the only other game out there that's almost exactly like Disco Elysium. Like, you would selfishly want to play that game. Like, you wouldn't punish yourself because people are assholes and scumbags. And it's like the majority of the people making the game are not that. They're the same people that made this game. Yeah, minus the brilliant genius Robert Kurvish. Like, there's nothing about Zero Parades that I've seen that made me like, ew, I don't like it. Looks fucking good, man. The world looks dope. The character, he looks good. Even the name is dope. Our codename Herschel, like, for a woman, that's cool. Like, I like the setting. Like, the prose looks good. Like, they look good. The gameplay looks like it has more depth. Like, there's no one out there that's like me. I always wish I could find someone that's like me. And there just isn't ever. Everyone just thinks the same. Everyone is of a hive mind. Like, they all want to be in the club together. All think the same shit, and it's just horrible, man. It's just awful. I hate it. I wish there were like some truly badass, brilliant people that like spoke up and were original thinkers. Everyone wants to be in on the same joke and do the same fucking thing. It's just talk about the same parts of the same game. We get it. Like, the dance scene is cool. So is like a million other scenes in the game. It's like, it's just cringy because when you see people saying things online, you know, like, there's a good chance that they're saying this specific thing because somebody else said it. You know that's most likely the case. And I just don't operate that way at all. I just don't. And I can't relate to it. I just cannot. In fact, it makes me feel dirty and weird when I do that. When I say something that is like something that other people say, or that specifically something that someone else said, or when I'm saying something specifically to like appease a group of people, I feel horrible about it. It's gross and I don't like it. Now the downside is, since I avoid doing that, I don't get a lot of likes, follows, agrees, things of that nature, because everything I say is of my own accord. And I'm not saying things to be in a group and in a club. Like, I don't want to be in a group in a club with... I do want to be in a group and in a club, but like with one other person. Not with like the masses. I want like one other interesting, brilliant person that thinks similarly to like understand me. Or at least that's all I need. I don't understand people. I really don't. And it's like trying to talk to women as well. It's difficult. Because it's like, if they're not interesting whatsoever, and if they're not showing like a ton of like interest, at least that's like palpable to me, then like what use do I have for them other than like sexually? And then if they're not hot at all, like, then what the fuck? Like, then what are we doing? We're just like saying words that are meaningless. I don't understand. I really don't. Either like they have to have some really fun like bodily features where it's like, okay, if the personality is not good and this and that, at least there's like a treasure at the end of the rainbow. Okay, if they don't have that, but they're like really into you and they're super willing to do whatever you want and you can like mold them to be what you want, okay, that's hot and intoxicating. Okay, if they don't have that, then like at least if they're like very, brilliant and like introspective and like thought-provoking and unique, then at least that, like, they like at least one of the three, preferably multiple, but like so often it's not the case. Either like be very into me, be very malleable, or like have big tits. And that's kind of just what it is, like. And they don't have to have all of those things. Just one of them. That's the thing, like, you don't have to be gifted naturally, physically. You can have other qualities that are wonderful. But so many times that's not even the case either. And that's the thing, like, you don't have to be gifted mentally or physically. You don't have to be like have incredible genetics, have anime features. You don't have to be brilliant and have great taste. You could just be really into me and like very willing and malleable and enthusiastic. That is enough. It's just so strange. Really. So often you'll find girls that don't have any physical features that are attractive, who aren't intelligent or thought-provoking or interesting, and yet aren't really all that like malleable or like enthusiastic. And it's just, and are not young either. That is strange to me. That I don't really understand. But you see it. Very strange. Humans don't understand them. I just don't understand humans at all. I'm also like sick of trying. I'm sick of like trying. Like even with whatever Lindsay was, I tried very hard and it worked. She became obsessed. Her words. It worked. Everything I did, I tried to like project well. Everything. Even like when I would talk, I would make sure that like I cleared my sinuses and my nose wasn't stuffy, because I'm always stuffy with allergies and cold. Like everything I said, and it worked. And I got that level of obsession, but I don't want to have to do that. I'm sick of having to do that. I'm not the same person I was. I'm not as happy as I was. I just don't, I don't, I just don't, I don't, I just don't understand why I'm so different from everybody else. I even like look, search high and low, like for nerdy girls, like ugly girls, this, that, and the other, younger, older, like, and attractive, not attractive, and I just, you think maybe like the nerdier girls who aren't attractive will like have a lot more to offer intellectually, emotionally. It's not necessarily the case. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Everything is so skewed. And the things I value physically now are like #1 on the fucking totem pole, which they never used to be. Curvy white girls are like so in demand now. So if there's like an ugly faced girl that has like big tits and she's like curvy but not like fat, she's like in high demand. She thinks she's the shit. It's wild. I'm not even talking great body. I just mean like not an attractive face, a little chubby but not fat, but like huge tits. That used to be like easy money. Now they think they're like, and like dumb, not even a good personality, like dumb as hell, like retarded almost, like. And even these ones are like thinking they're hot shit. It's like, what the fuck? Crazy. Fucking insane. I really don't appreciate anyone's minds. Rarely and barely. I like a little bit of crazy too. I don't mind baggage. I like crazy. People aren't smart. They're not smart. They're not deep. They're not. It's don't. I don't know. Even the ones that are smart, book smart is just not. Book smart doesn't necessarily mean interesting. It doesn't necessarily mean smart. It just means you tried. I really struggle to not be robotic because I find so few minds out there that I can just naturally open up to and be myself to and flow with. So I struggle and am robotic and am an absolute shell of myself, of what I really can be, because it wouldn't even make sense to be all of what I am with almost anyone, because they wouldn't, couldn't, or shouldn't comprehend what I am. Like, it's just pointless to be all of myself with somebody. It's just pointless. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I really don't. Not just women, men as well. So many dudes out there that just have attitudes, and for what? Like, for what? So I don't get it. Just don't understand. With nothing to back it up. So many people out there that have attitudes and they have nothing to back it up. No brain, nothing physically, like, what are they back? Like, what is behind that? I just don't understand people. Like, I need a field where where my mind can run and play, be open, and exercise its abilities and wants and needs. And it just doesn't exist. Nobody can provide that for me. Sucks. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't. I need to go to like a Mass Effect convention and find a girl out there that loves Mass Effect. I think that literally could be enough. I just don't know. There's so much inside of me that burns, and there's nowhere to, there's no outlet, there's nobody to receive it. I have so much more in me that just lies dormant, because there's nothing or nobody to receive it. It's so much more than what's common. Nobody appreciates it, but nobody cares. Nobody goes beyond surface level. Nobody is anything unique, ever. Got it. And even when I find people who I think might be interested interesting. Like a girl who really into Bernie Sanders, and so she likes hearing him talk, and he's intellectual and somewhat philosophical, like for a political guy, and so she might be interested in hearing like some more nuanced, like philosophical things, and go into like a diatribe about grays and black and whites, and then there's nothing. Like, and you're into Bernie, and you are into all of these ideas and forward concepts, and yet you can't. People suck, basically. People just suck. People are frauds, man. People are fucking frauds. Even when I make a girl like me, it's based on like 1% of what I am. 1% of what I have. 1% of what's in me. 1% of what actually should be appreciated. 1% of what I have to show. Like, it's based on such a tiny criteria. Like the lowest common denominator. That's so much more in me that never is allowed to be expressed. It sucks. It sucks so much. It just sucks. It sucks, man. And that is why I was so in love with Lindsay. That's why. I was able to, like, be more of myself and be appreciated for it. That is the reason why. And I wasn't just not entirely being placated, maybe a little bit, but she was brilliant. As I had told her so many times too, she never had to be pretty like she was. In fact, I would have preferred she wasn't. Because it just made her more impressive. She was already impressive, so it just made my confidence lower. Because she was brilliant and beautiful. I would have preferred she was less pretty. Because she already had so much going for her. She didn't even need to be pretty. She could have been mediocre looking. It would have been absolutely fine. Because the person that she actually was, the mind that she was, the spirit and soul that she was gorgeous, beautiful. More beautiful than her pretty face. She never had to have a pretty face. But she absolutely did. But that just made me less secure, because here is this already beautiful creature that's just not appreciated, not seen for the incredible being that she is. Brilliant, tasteful, incredible mind. Also a fucked up person as well, but it's an incredibly beautiful mind and heart, and also a fucked up person. But a brilliant, tasteful, insightful. Just, I was so smitten by everything that wasn't physical that I was almost disappointed that she was so pretty. Because that almost overshadowed the actual good part. The part that I actually care about, which wasn't physical. Even though it's nice. And the shitty thing is, no one is ever going to appreciate her the way she deserves to be appreciated. Nobody ever will. Nobody will. They'll have more convenient situations, more successful, perhaps better looking, but she will never be fully appreciated for what she is. She never will be. Never. There'll always be a little part in her missing because she'll never actually be seen for everything that she is. Or I could be wrong, and maybe she has and she will, and I don't know. But I doubt it, because most people aren't deep enough to even comprehend or see these things. The world is so wacky and sucks. It just sucks. I guess when you, haven't had a traumatic life, you have no reason to go into other gears. You just keep it in first the whole time. So you don't have to develop all of these other aspects of yourself or become introspective or develop your own thoughts, because it's always just been successful going along with the flow. You never had to take it out of first gear. And I understand that, and I don't begrudge anyone for being what they are. You don't really choose to be what you are. It's life kind of carves you into what you are. You're just a piece of wood to start out, predetermined certain aspects that you're predetermined to be more likely to lean towards, and then life slowly chisels away at you, picks away, and you'll have certain predispositions to be weak or strong in certain areas, so certain areas won't chip, certain areas will chip, and then throughout all of life's experiences and throughout from your predeterminations, eventually you'll get carved up and whittled down into a certain figure, and that's just how it is. And I don't really blame anyone for what they are. It was life that created them to be the way they are. They were chiseled into whatever figure that they were. Man, I got tired as fuck. kind of sad and tired, all in one. I abandoned streaming. Probably all the fucking magnesium. Damn, I meant to kill this stream by talking. Oh well. Nobody was watching when I was just straight playing. Basically not talking anyway, like the past 2 days. Past 2 days I was just doing freaking quests. Just doing quests, grinding them out, doing quests, grinding them, doing quests, grinding them, getting them done. Like, skipping dialogue early, ba ba bang bang, boom ba boom boom, reading, letting the dialogue go, and then finishing or reading it before they finish saying it, and skipping, and getting through quick and efficient, and I still was getting nothing, so... It's like, whatever. I have no idea if anybody's watching. Probably not. If I'm talking to a donut, I'm talking to a donut. I'm talking to one person, 2 people, 3 people. I'm just expressing myself, and I'm very tired. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. A ride came so early, almost an hour early, and I'm like, what? Luckily I had all my clothes laid out and stuff. I had washed my clothes, laid them out, so all I had to do was jump in the shower. But it was like 6:30. I had to like leave by like 6:45. I woke up fucking tired as hell. Even though I got like 6 hours, I guess, but that's not enough. I'm so tired right now. I'm super tired. Oh yeah, I was like, why is it making these sounds? And it's because of the pinball machine, of course. Pinball machine. Man, I don't know. Why did I get so tired? I napped for like probably an hour and a half earlier. I just don't know what to do with myself. I just don't know what to do with myself. The rock on tour. Or is it Jack Wade? Rock on tour. Rock on tour to the other side. Rock on tour to the other side. Rock on tour to the other side. I wish I had a podcast. I actually was invited onto a podcast, and I said I would do it, and I backed out at the last second because I'm a pussy. really sucks, man, that Zong laid off all those people. But I'm not surprised. Nobody bought Zero Afraid. Nobody fucking bought it. Sold like 100,000 copies in its first like 2 months or something like that. Maybe it was less, but maybe it was a month, but it did terribly. It did not do it. So Look now. Wonderful now. Like daydream. I'm gonna take him off. No, straight up.